down through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. It says, "And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep." It's time to wake out of sleep, man. We have this grace period that the Lord has given us, man. To come back and hearken unto the law, statutes, and commandments of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, man. Cause shit is finna start getting real out here, man. And Jake don't even realize it. It says, "For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed," man. We can get salvation, soon, man. Salvation can be right around the corner for us, man. If you truly believe that. When we believe, that we are close, man. I'll go to the book of Ephesians. Ephesians chapter 5. This is Ephesians chapter 5, verse 15. It says, "See." Actually, I'm gonna start at verse 14. It says, "Wherefore he said, Awake, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Mashiach shall give thee light," man. The Lord shall breathe, life into those, those dry bones, man. Coming into this truth, this light. It says, "See that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." Because you can't be lackadaisical out here, man. That's how you get caught slipping, man. You get caught slipping in the spirit. In which a lot of Jake is gonna get caught slipping. Because they didn't hearken to the Lord, man. They just went on about their everyday lives and thought everything was gonna be all good. Everything ain't gonna be all good just because you're an Israelite, man. Or just because you're an Israelite. Because 2/3 gotta perish, man. It says, verse 17. It says, "Wherefore be ye not unwise, but understand."